Hi, my name is Robert Kowaleski.
I'm Rachel Stetz.
I'm Braylon Andrzejewski.
Hi, I'm Patrick, and I'm a junior here at Robert Morris University, and I'm a theater major.
I honestly have no idea how I'm going to incorporate theater into my full-time career upon graduation, but the only thing I do know, and I will tell you this right now, theater will be in my life. It is the way I survive, it is the way I live, and I cannot imagine living a day, an hour without knowing that, okay, I'll be in this show, or oh, I can audition for this. I will always be auditioning, I will always be performing, and I won't stop. I will go into technical aspects, I will stage manage, I will direct, I will do crew. I cannot stop. It's addictive. I am addicted to theater, and I'm all the better for it, and I can't get away from it. I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I'm gonna stay on that train.
I would like to set up a program that's based similarly to Act One in the way that it's far more about facilitating relationships through theater and using that as a common ground that allows people to grow together. My ultimate goal is to be able to open up an after-school program for the community and have like community theater type shows, a lot like the way that PMT is set up in the way that it's a school that also does professional productions. That would probably be my ultimate goal in doing that.
So I would want to own my own theater, and I would want to house manage it, and I would want to have my own ushers, and then people come in and rent the space, and then before the show, I would come out there on the stage and be welcome to my theater. If you enjoyed this production, come see this next. Such players are doing this show here, and I hope you enjoy it. And I don't know if you want to get this on camera, but I just now recently came up with the idea of buying an old library and keeping it as a library, and then adding on to theater to it. Because, not to punch in, but I just saw Little Women by the Heritage Players, and this gave me an idea, because they truly brought the story to life, and I'm oh, story to life. Story to life, that is what theater is. It's taking a story and bringing it to life. So it's cool.
And I think he's definitely about emphasizing the community. I'm more about emphasizing education and the relationships, especially for younger people. But yeah, he's really big on the community. We're a good pair.
She really she's probably the first relationship I've ever been in where we're each our own person, and I'm here to help her grow, and she's here to help me grow, and together we'll become these two strong individuals. And it's just so nice being with someone that isn't I don't know, I'm not trying to be anyone. I'm not trying to be someone for someone else, and it's just really nice.
I know that there's a lot of relationships. Obviously, I met Patrick, my boyfriend, through the theater department at RMU. We both came in as freshman theater majors. I think personally, I'm extremely introverted personally, so I don't like to make friends, and I don't usually like people. But being that close to someone and being able to actually share theater as this amazing thing that we all have in common, I think it's so much easier to develop relationships with people that you're working with really closely. I've gotten to be really, really close with Robert. Obviously, Rachel and I knew each other previously because of Act One, and we were best friends for upwards 6 years because of our relationship that we developed at Act One. So I think it's really cool how just being able to work with someone so closely gets you to achieve a level of closeness not only within your characters and on stage, but off stage, and how that sort of translates and then comes back to be even stronger whenever you get to work together again.
This is a weird statistic for you that is just within our Colonial Theatre. Around 50% of us are from single-parent households, I don't want to name names, but a lot of us are from single-parent households. My dad's in jail. He Yeah, we have a PFA against him, which is protection from abuse. That's what that is. So he was very, very, very bad man, but I'm over it, obviously. But I definitely have used, my struggle and the emotion that I am able to tap into. It's unfortunate and it's strange, but for acting, it isn't a requirement, like you said. But it is strange that a lot of people who are drawn towards theater and who act do tend to have problems with their life. You'll find the more and more you get to know theatrical types and the more people you know, because I'm connected with so many people in theater around Pittsburgh in different ways, and about 80% of them are f***ed up in some way. I can't say that, I guess. Or about 80% of them are messed up in some way. So, yeah. So that's strange, but true. Yeah.
I don't know about pain. All throughout high school, I was probably the biggest pothead known to man. And, I was a dealer, too. And I tried other stuff on top of pot. And, my whole life was, based around, drugs and theater. And I came to college, I came to RMU, and I was still wrapped up in everything, and I was trying to do theater on the same, I was trying to do shows here, but people really didn't trust me, and people really saw me as this bad guy, and Ken was just you need to get your head on the straight. And I went back home. I left second semester, and I moved in with my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, in Orlando. I didn't tell my parents. They had no idea that I even left college. But yeah, so I got a full-time job working at Bob Evans. I was the best host. Everyone loved me there, and I was, making enough money for rent, and I had an extra money. I had little money for cushion too, and I felt good. And then after 2 months of that, I wasn't doing theater, and something was really missing from my life. I really wanted to go back to school because I'm just I cannot work at Bob Evans for the rest of my life. So I told my ex-girlfriend that, and I don't know, she really saw me all she wanted to do was just settle down with me and have a home and have kids, and I would work at Bob Evans for the rest of her life, and we would do drugs together, and that was just not a life I wanted. So I started cleaning up my act, and I slowly but surely and I contacted Clay, and I was told him how I was thinking about coming back to RMU, and I slowly but surely got away from her, and I cleaned up my act, and I came back here during the summer, and I made something for myself. I interned at PMT, I learned how to costume, and I got theater back in my life, and I realized that I didn't need drugs in my life, but I needed theater, and I think, and it's what I want to provide to people. I want to provide people with this escape from life, and a reflection on life, and that's theater. And that's why I love theater, because theater is a reflection of life.
One of the girls that I got the tattoo with actually died last year, and she was one of my best friends in the world.
It was freshman year of high school, and it was me and Rachel and a couple other girls and Emma Munson. And we had all gotten so close, and we just had these crazy ideas and these crazy nights where we would just all go and we would hang out at Mad Mex, the Mexican restaurant, and we would just throw out all these crazy ideas, and we're oh my God, let's get a tattoo in German that says Kunst für Leben. And Kunst für Leben in German means art for the purpose of living, but we had some crazy other idea about other things that it could mean, but it was supposed to tie us all together. And then Rachel and I came to Robert Morris, and our friend who was above us went to Penn State, and we all went our separate directions, but every summer we would always go back to that restaurant and meet up together. And it was 2 days before all of our friends who were seniors in high school were actually leaving for school, and Emma was literally like hopping on the bus in 2 days, and she hadn't packed any of her stuff yet. And we decided, you know what, tomorrow's the day we're gonna get this tattoo together. So all of these girls that had met at Act 1 and met over the summer on a whim to go to this restaurant decided tomorrow we're all gonna go and we're gonna get the exact same tattoo. And we went and we spent the entire day together, and it was like this magical, amazing thing. And it actually ended up being the last time that we ever saw Emma. She passed away a couple months later at her school. And I think probably within hours, everyone from like all corners, wherever they had gone to school, all like congregated at her house. And we decided that we decided then and there that we were gonna sing Why We Tell the Story from Once on This Island at her funeral.
And we sang like the most joyous, uplifting song that there is.
Because she had played the lead in that show, and the lyrics just seemed appropriate to everything that had happened.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful song, and the second that you hear the music starting, you just start to feel uplifted.
Having had that experience, obviously, like, we'd all just gotten so close, and it was because we all met through that program, and we all shared that thing with theater, and then singing at her funeral was just...
That was the first time that my acting teacher from high school was just like, let everything that you feel about Emma out right now, but whenever you're in front of her family, this is one of the main reasons that performance is important. You have to stay strong, and you have to exemplify that even though she died, all of like everything, all of her vibrancy is still in this universe, and we were supposed to exemplify that to her family and to her friends who were so close to her.
That was more than a performance, and it was more than just like a way of healing. It was like almost a spiritual connection, that it was like one of the last things that we were able to share with her.
My experience in theater has led me to have the honor and the privilege to meet all of these people that I am proud to call roommates, friends, best friends, just these people that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And they have shown me throughout everything that they do that their passion and their patience and their love for what they want to do and the love for the people in their lives, combined with theater and being able to draw on these feelings that they have, can really get them through anything. I remember coming, it was probably my sophomore year when I first, or when I really started getting into the theater program and met some new friends. I had a really close group of friends, about 5 of us, and I was the only one to have my father in my life. None of the other ones could say that their father was in their life, be it passed away, in prison, just divorced out of their lives completely. And it's sort of ironic because growing up, and probably even to this point, I've sort of taken my father for granted. And just being around these people who are they just don't let anything get in their way. And it just makes me realize how much I take for granted in my life, where I'll be stressed out about not being able to go home this weekend, when some people can't go home at all. Like even if someone would drive them there, they're not welcome home, or they just simply don't have a home to go to. And just being involved with these people and knowing that they have this niche and then I have this niche, that all of these different people can come together and just make these beautiful pieces of art, and just throw all those things away and never really letting go of them, because you can't, but drawing on those, it's just a beautiful thing to see from them.